We're going to dive into one of the most loaded questions in the DJ industry: record pools. Let's start hacking. This list by no means is conclusive in any way, shape, or form. And to keep things fair, I am going in alphabetical order from A to Z. And to show you how I found it, I simply went to Google. I went to Record Pools 2025, and these were the ones that popped up that we're going to share with you today. First up, it's BPM Supreme. This one offers several advantages for DJs seeking a comprehensive and user-friendly music resource. With approximately 300,000 tracks, BPM Supreme provides a vast selection across genres like hip-hop, dance, pop, rock, and Latin. This extensive catalog ensures that DJs have access to both current hits and classic tracks. The platform features exclusive remixes, edits, and mashups not available anywhere else, allowing DJs to stand out with fresh and distinctive sets. Now, from our recent tests, all tracks downloaded have been coming in 320 kilobyte MP3 format, ensuring excellent sound quality suitable for professional performances. Features like advanced filtering of BPM and key, aiding in efficient music discovery. Now, you've also got a BPM Supreme mobile app. I did not download it, but it seems like most of the record pools will have certain mobile advantages, some over the others. So there are a few drawbacks to BPM, and that is the limited availability to lossless audio files. Mainstream music seems to be a lot of the emphasis on this site, and search function limitations, which I have seen actually improve since their redesign a few years back. No free trial, and considering all these factors, you might want to think about BPM Supreme as one potential option for your record pool collection. Moving down the line, so we got Club Killers here, a renowned DJ record pool that has carved a niche for itself, particularly among DJs who focus on hip-hop, EDM, and Latin genres. One of my personal favorite record pools, not gonna lie. I use it quite often for exclusive remixes and edits. You can always count on editors like JD Live and DeVille. If you're looking to make really distinct and seamless transitions, Club Killers might be the move. They too have high quality audio files that you can download. And unless you hear otherwise through this review, you're going to assume that most of them are 320 kilobytes, the standard for most DJs in 2025. Now, Club Killers was one of the most noticeable record pools to have a dramatic overhaul in 2025. I logged in one morning and found a brand new website. And if it's been a while since you've logged in, you'll notice the change here as well. Now, what I have also noticed personally is a slight drawback in releases. It feels like they're cooperating with record labels so much more, respecting the artists, providing very limited drops and expiration timelines to certain songs. I'll be brutally honest, I feel that Club Killers is stuck more in a 128 tempo than most of these other record pools we're about to share. A little less hip hop, much more emphasis on Vegas peak hour club, and listening to it can be a little exhausting after a while. I suggest grabbing a few of these for those peak hour moments, but don't carve out your set unless you're doing exceptional events. My point is, remixes, if used sparingly, can absolutely excite a crowd, but too much could work against your favor. Still, if you're looking for top tier, amazing, high tempo dance tracks, Club Killers, they're the ones to watch. I'm going to move over to Direct Music Service now. So Direct Music Service, or DMS for short, this website has been around for a very long time. Here's an honest review highlighting its advantages and potential drawbacks. So first off, the extensive back catalog. DMS boasts one of the largest back catalogs among DJ record pools, offering tracks from the 50s to today, much more country than most pools I've seen. This vast selection offers DJs a chance to grab wide ranges of music across various genres and eras. You're going to find exclusive edits. And to me, the editors feel like they cater more towards the wedding, mainstream pop style versus the edgy underground sound. There is some of that, but their remixes are truly unique, and they come equipped with the acapella outs, the quick hitters, the acapella loops, and it's got this user-friendly interface. DMS's website is designed for easy navigation. I personally go to the top downloads. Every time I log in each month, I drop down and I pick my personal favorite genres that I want to keep up to speed on. And right here, you can grab and go. I suppose if there was a drawback to this website, it's the fact that it's a pretty expensive membership, higher than some of the competitors, but having this extensive library could justify the cost. And again, no free trial, unless you know somebody who knows somebody. So here's Doing the Damage, specializing mostly towards house, disco, tech house, trance, techno, and commercial dance genres. This platform offers curated selections of exclusive remixes edits, and mashups, providing DJs with unique tracks that can set their sets apart. Subscribers can enjoy unlimited downloads, enabling them to expand their music library without restrictions. And if you're looking to stand out from the rest, doing the damage is a secret sauce. To me, it's always been the best kept secret for anybody who does disco nights or wants to take a track and flip it into something more high tempo and exciting. Just by pulling down most of these edits, you'll hear a very common sound, which makes it the most distinct record pool in our list today. Now here we've got Digital DJ Pool. You can get this actually for $1 for a trial. And what makes this one different than the rest is while they do have their daily updates and their 320 kilobytes, you're going to find songs that hit different. And what I mean by that is they play so kindly with the record pools that they allow their record pool itself to be a repository for independent artists, people on the come up, the artists who maybe will break out at some point. And if you're looking for being on the cutting edge of the industry, this is where it's at. I'll give it credit for its amazing interface. It's clean, it's simple and snappy. And here's one thing that this offers that most don't. Their metadata is on point. And speaking of that, cue points. Yeah, you drop these songs into your Serato and you don't even have to put the cue points in. I said it up front, but the negative is definitely that most of the edits in here cater to independent artists, which could be a bad or a good thing, whichever way you look at it. DJ City is a prominent DJ record pool. They've been serving the community since 2000. They offer a vast selection of tracks, over 250 genres, which is mind-blowing to me. Hip hop, house, Latin, pop, and R&B. This diversity makes it suitable for worldly DJs for all types, from club to mobile. And just like the rest, the platform provides unique remixes, edits, and DJ-friendly versions not available elsewhere. I'll honestly say that DJ City has been in my library since the early 2000s. I've never thought of a time where I haven't had DJ City by my side. The subscription cost, well, it's really hard to pick apart, but $30 a month can be a little steep considering today's price. But compared to the other premium record pools, this may justify the price of many budget-conscious DJs that might consider it a factor. I will say one of the things I do miss is their DJ City meetups. They used to go from city to city, quite literally in real life, and meet the DJs. And I don't know if they do that anymore. It's been a minute. And if they haven't, bring it back and invite me for sure. Up next is Headliner Music Club. And I'll be honest, I had to remind my DJ friends that this was a thing because it's the best kept secret. You're going to notice as you tab from one pool to the next that every style is different. There's a worldly sound here versus more of an underground sound there. To me, every time I click into Headliner Music Club, their editors have this ability to extract some of the most incredible drops and buildups and futuristic techno, EDM, raw studio crafted hip hop beats and mesh it into a track with very familiar vocals. You just have to wrap your ears around the remixes that this pool puts out. The best way to describe it is peak hour at Hakkasan nightclub in Las Vegas. This is what they try to aim for. They are party rocking animals. I guess the only disadvantage is not everybody knows about them, so maybe this will help. Shout out to my friend Isaac and Mike Fresh over at Heavy Hits. This is that worldly sound I was speaking about earlier, and it seems like every time I bump into the record pool owner, Isaac, he's always jumping on one plane to the next, floating from Mexico to Jamaica. He's just the man I would love to model myself after because he goes out to literally find the hits and he sources it in the places we wouldn't normally expect. If you're looking for Amapiano, if you're looking for French Afro trap, Dutch bass, sexy drill, heavy reggaeton, this is the sound you can expect along with the mainstream hits that you know and love. An expertly curated playlist, an expertly curated chart, one of my personal favorite carryovers from Crate Hackers, where we all decided it would be fun to dial in that danceability, energy, and valence that we all love to do on those hackathons on Tuesday nights. If you really want to narrow in on your genre, your key, even your decade, or start fresh by resetting the tags, I'm going to call it right now. Heavy Hits has the best user interface in 2025. Every other pool needs to step their game up. I feel the only disadvantage is when you look at the headliners that the other pools have, I would have to say they need at least 2 or 3 more big names to really flesh this out. While I'm not going to discredit any editor that's on this pool, I feel like they could bring in somebody else from another pool or an editor who's just so fierce and wicked, but so damn exclusive To me, it feels like they're missing that one or two. But man, if it's not the best for music discovery so far. All right, so we are halfway through. And if you're enjoying this so far, please drop a like. We're so close to 10,000 subscribers. I promised my audience that once I hit the 10,000 mark, I'm going to take my camera and head out to the clubs, the honky tonks, the venues, the spots all over Nashville, Tennessee, and get a real taste as to what music is like from the DJ's perspective. And then maybe if I grow further, we'll go to other cities. But I think Nashville is exciting enough for music discovery that we could honestly get beyond these walls and really start to find out what the DJs are hitting out there currently. So please subscribe and we'll hack even larger than ever before. Needless to say, Crate Hackers ties into all of these pools. If you're wanting to simplify it and not have all the tabs open like I do tonight, grab the 7-day free trial to Crate Hackers below, where it's just a click away to any of these pools to track match all your favorite tracks and to build crates on the fly. Let's continue. iDJ Pool has been around for decades. You might know them for their exclusive weekly top 50 charts for new music. If you're looking for the best songs in country, dance, rock, pop, and urban, free chart is available at djmusiccharts.com. You'll start to notice that iDJ Pool shares the same family of pools across the web, including Latino music pool, MP3 for DJs. This is for DJs that are only in the United States Armed Forces, veterans, law enforcement, and firefighters, which I think is super cool. Radio DJ Pool for exclusive broadcasters, UrbanDJPool.com, Country DJ Pool. And if I'm missing any others, David, I am sorry. You can see the positives and you can see the advantages to the iDJ Pool family, but I think you can instantly recognize the disadvantages, and that is that it's not all under one roof, which I'm sure it's designed this way for a reason. But if you're looking to niche down further than ever before, there's definitely a pool for that in the iDJ Pool circle of DJ downloads. Here we are with Late Night Record Pool. This, to me, is one of the highest quality record pools. And while there are some drawbacks, I go back to this pool more and more for specific reasons versus the others. I just really want to quickly bring up the negatives about the site, which are being addressed in 2025, and that is the speed and searchability was an issue for this pool for a number of years, and that has since improved. If you've been frustrated before, I do recommend going back to this pool and giving them a shot again, because they've addressed that. And if you were to try to compare this to heavy hits in terms of user interface, sure, that's the negative I'm going to discuss. But here's why I use Late Night Record Pool. The quality of the downloads. I know for a fact that these edits are sourced as close to the label as can be. If it's not, it is sourced from a CD which is purchased and then encoded into the highest quality before it's even sent down. The owner of Late Night Record Pool does his best, more than I've seen others, work side by side with record labels. In fact, labels count on him for the edits that he produces. And that is one of the major reasons why I go back to Late Night Record Pool. I can count on pristine quality and the best intro, outro edits on the market. I would challenge you to go pull down an 8-bar intro of the same song on BPM Supreme. And I'm calling them out specifically because that is the rumor mill. People are saying the quality of their intro outro edits are not as good as, say, a Late Night Record Pool. Where the others feel rushed, these ones feel more finessed. And that's why whenever I'm going to grab an original version, not a remix, I go to Late Night Record Pool. Late Night Record Pool is also very well known for its deep underground hip-hop tracks. The owner of this pool is a self-proclaimed backpacker, loves his boom bap, so you can find the best hip-hop versus any other pool to date. And one of the latest additions that I've seen is his emphasis on inspirational music. I can tell by talking to this owner that he truly loves this direction he's taking, and he's seeing quite a pop in terms of downloads. There is a need for faith-based music in the DJ realm. I've been looking forward to sharing this particular record pool. To me, live DJ service. You thought Headliner Music Club was the best kept secret? We're going further underground than ever before. This is the rawest, the nastiest, the dirtiest, most grimy edits you're ever going to find. If you're going to get booked for a festival, if you're going to get booked for a main stage EDM event, this is where to go. They even have crates that drop every so often that share extreme jams. I can't push play on this for copyright reasons, but these are trap, not necessarily dub like it was back in the day, but that edgier sound that you will not find anywhere else. I got a feeling that they go through and they scour a ton of VIP edits. They know people on the inside who send them the edits. They don't really necessarily have a pool or a tribe of editors on their payroll. It feels to me it's like a expertly curated bushel of hits that keep dropping whenever they feel the need and time arises. I can't get over how many times I've played a particular extreme jam or one of their Tool edits or some of their dark techno where audiences have come to me and said, hey, you need to turn it down or turn it up depending on what kind of party it was. It's aggressive. And it's not just a best kept secret, but it just feels like the dark web. I guess the only disadvantage to that would be the fact that this is truly not catered towards the mainstream or wedding style DJ. But if you're looking to go hard in the paint at these underground raves or 3 a.m. techno bunkers, live DJ service, to me, is the best record pool of 2025. Promo only has been in my life since my early radio days. I specifically remember looking forward to the mail arriving every Friday at the radio station, and CDs would be dropped off with the promo only label on it. To me, that was the sign that I was going to get music before anybody else in my market. See, promo only was well known for distributing the closest from the label source to the radio station. They were the pipeline. This is pre-internet, way before we had it good today. But they still got it good in 2025. Yes, they have moved from a CD distribution, which I'm not even sure if they still do anymore. They might, but they've emphasized going online, as they should. Now let's call this what it is. It is truly, to my knowledge, the quickest and easiest pipeline between you and the record labels, and the most legal form of distribution that I've found on the internet. We can get into the gray area all we want about the legalities, but these people seem to have figured it out. I can't imagine how they keep the lights on. They must pay a pretty penny. But since they've established such an incredible relationship with the music industry, one of the major advantages of promo only is that every song hits your hard drive. It's been a few days since I've checked into the site. I could click this button and it would show up in my C drive or Dropbox, wherever I told it to go. I can customize to the fullest extent. If I don't want certain genres, I can uncheck them. But much like checking your email each day, you're going to receive the new releases that you can choose. Now, here's the disadvantages. It's almost too much. You're going to get every single song available today. And I say today sparingly because you can't get everything from yesterday if you didn't pay. Does that make sense? You've got to stay a member to continue to receive the drops. You can't rewind time and go back and get the ones from back in the day. There are, however, specialty catalogs, which you've seen I've purchased all of them, damn near all of them. But I think it depends on your workflow of if you need this much music. I'm going back and forth on advantages and disadvantages, but I gotta say it from a price point is a major disadvantage because of the cost itself. It is the most expensive in my opinion, but at the same time, I champion them because I know they've established good rights with the labels and they're being taken care of. Artists are well provided for, from what I can see. I don't know. I'm not part of those inner workings. I try not to be. Much like Late Night Record Pool, you're getting the closest to studio source that you can find. I have seen many cases where particular record pools, I'm not going to name any names, but they would use YouTube rips that just sound like garbage. You're not going to find that here. It's as authentic as the artist intended that you're going to get. But I would also say that if you're intending to remix, this would be where to get the original track because these particular versions sound much better than the rest. All right, a couple more to go here. We got Xmix. Much like DMS and promo only, they have been around for some time. If any old schoolers can remember the albums that would drop every month, Xmix is well known for their reliable programming, their consistent sound, a go-to source for many mix show DJs, and your source for urban, dance, chart busters, rhythm, urban, rock and country for different audiences and events. The platform provides unique remixes, mega mixes, DJ-friendly edits. You got the shortcuts and the mega mixes, which end up in my hard drive all the time. I think the only drawback to this is the cumbersome sign-up process. Some users have reported the initial registration requires some printing and signing of agreements, providing a copy of a driver's license, for example, which has been pretty inconvenient for a lot of DJs. But again, I think They struck some really good relationships with the labels, telling them, hey, listen, these are specifically for DJs and not the common user, which allows them license to have far more of a library than most. So it may be irritating at first, but once the doors are open, you'll be in the money. There's a limited access to back catalogs. Subscribers have access to content from the past year. Accessing older tracks require earning credits, with 1 credit accumulating day, which can be restricted for some DJs. But aside from all the challenges, once you're in, Xmix has proven time and time again to excite audiences and make live mixing so much more fun for the DJ. Shout out to the team at Xmix. Now, Xtendamix is the only video record pool I'll be discussing on today's video. This is a professional, high-quality DJ pool who specialize mostly in high-quality MP4s. Yes, music videos. You're going to get about 30 to 40 new and classic music videos a day. Some pretty flexible membership options in terms of use. But here's what sets Xtendamix apart: all of the genres. And I mean all of the genres, from 50s, 60s, 70s, 90s, 2000s, which aren't normally serviced in the previous pools. You're going to find them all. And that's what makes video mixing so much more unique. See, there's a different rule about licensing for videos versus audio, which allows Xtendamix to have the entire back catalog. So if you don't mind taking up a little extra space on your hard drive for music videos, which may come in handy if you're looking to DJ with big screens or in a multimedia environment, this might be the move for you. To me, I would say Xtendamix is the pool that trumps them all because of the largest library to my knowledge. If you're looking for the classics, if you're looking for today's hits, Xtendamix is the move. I will say their video resolution has limitations from time to time. You can download 480 and HD. I'm not sure if there's an option for 1080 downloads. That might be a limitation for DJs seeking higher resolution catalogs. And unless you know somebody, there is no free trial that I can see on the website. That's okay. I promise you, once you're in, you're going to be spoiled so much because every track's at your disposal here. And it really is so fun to mix music videos. Last but not least, only in alphabetical order do we bring up the last entry, and that is Zip DJ. They claim to be, right up front, the world's best DJ pool. They do have a huge selection of music. Over 400,000 tracks encompassing more than 60 genres: dance, house, hip-hop, unlimited downloads. And from the looks of it, they've had a pretty impressive website overhaul. It's looking great, guys. Perhaps it's been a minute since I've been on your site, but it looks really good. See, from what I'm seeing here, they have exclusive remixes, pre-release edits, and they work with over 2,000 major and independent record labels. It's a little pricey. It's not cheap. It can be onwards and upwards of $35, $45 a month, depending on your package that you choose. Again, much like Xmix, you have to go through a little bit of a process to get signed up for it. But once you're in, you've got access to properly tagged files, an incredible resource, quite suitable for various performance settings. Well, that about covers most of the record pools that are out there in 2025. And I would say that there are others, but I either missed them or intentionally ignored them because some of them are just yeah, let's not even go there. We'll do this every year. If you want to watch the previous record pool review and see how it stacks up from 2024 to now, go ahead and click on this video right here and have fun. Enjoy the music. And for the Crate Hackers, I'm Aaron Traylor. Happy hacking.